Hey y'all, hey, it's me, Rainy. In today's episode, we're going to recap Season 4, Episode 4 of Love After Lockup. I promise y'all, I'm just going to get to the main points. That's it. I'm not going to linger on and go on. We're just going to get to the main points, and we're going to do that in a few minutes. Hey y'all, so the episode starts off with Ray Dean and Rick. I guess it's Thanksgiving and they're having Thanksgiving at Ray Dean's parents' house. Rick invites his roommate, so they're all singing Kumbaya, having Thanksgiving dinner together, and Lord and behold, Ray Dean's girlfriend calls on FaceTime. So she's there at the Thanksgiving table. Rick feeling some kind of way. He's still feeling like, yo, I didn't know about this relationship. Everybody all comfortable with it, but I ain't know it was this deep that the family knew about it. Why come I ain't know? So she on the phone, FaceTime with everything. So he trying to make himself feel a little comfortable by offering the girl, let me just feed you some of these deviled eggs through the phone. Boy. So anyways, it just goes on with that. So he excuses himself. So his roommate takes the opportunity to talk to Ray Dean about some things that she probably wanted to get off her chest, like, oh, well, first Ray Dean asked her a question. So what do you think about Rick, whatever? And she was just saying, how hard he prepared for your return home, want to make sure everything is comfortable for you, blase, blase, blase. Then she went on to ask, like, who's this girl that you talking to? She was like, this is my girlfriend. Basically, again, she ain't going nowhere. This is my girl. He know I'm bi or whatever. So Rick ain't feeling it, y'all. I just don't know. Either he gonna deal with it or he not, because the girl already done said she not going nowhere. That's her girlfriend. They've been together for 4 years in prison. And it is what it is. So Rick need to just deal with it. That's pretty much the end of Rick and Ray Dean for this episode. I mean, they go back to Rick's house. They, go to bed together. They have sex, whatever. They show the next day. He all happy. Letting the dog lick him all in his face. Ugh. He all happy downstairs making coffee, made her coffee. It's just disgusting to me the way he had that dog licking him in his face. I just can't get over that part. But he's still feeling some kind of way in the inside. So they're going back to her father's house to have some other kind of food or whatever. And the girlfriend calls again. They get to talking about it. And, he expresses himself saying he ain't know it was that deep or whatever. But he sprung, so he ain't going nowhere. Anyways, they're boring. On to the now next. We go on to Indy and Harry. Okay, Indy and Harry. So Harry went to go visit one of his friends from the halfway house that's doing relatively well. He got a job or whatever, and they dropped him off there. And the next morning, he ain't come home. So Indy like, wait, what? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. He still ain't home. It's daylight. He still ain't home. So come 10 o'clock, he come walking in the door. She already got an attitude. You know what I'm saying? She got an attitude. So he walking in and saying, hey, babe. She like, oh, don't you see that it's daytime out here? Don't you see that it's daytime out here? You just coming in. You ain't call a sister. You ain't tell sister you wasn't coming in. He was looking at her laughing. Y'all, he was looking at her like a big old smile on his face, like, girl, bye. So basically, I could understand how Harry is feeling, because he's like, I mean, I don't agree with what he did. He could at least call the girl, say he wasn't coming home. He was drinking and all that. He was paroled to the girl's house. He wearing the ankle bracelet, and he knows that they can track him. But I kind of get it. He's just getting out of jail, and it's like, he got all these people coming at him this way, that way, and it's like, he just felt like he just needed to just do what he wanted to do. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? Told her, but you my parole officer now. You can't be treating me like I'm your son. You can't be treating me like I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying? You can't be treating me like I'm a kid, because it's not going to work out in your favor by doing this. I've been locked up all this time, and I can't be treated like I'm no kid. So he let her know, look, I'm going to try my best. I'm not going to cheat. I'm love you. I'm into you. But you're going to have to ease up in that department. So moving right along, his sister decides to do a do-over, because the first time they did one, of course, he didn't get back home until late. So they decided to do a do-over, like food and dinner and all that stuff. And so they did that. And he takes the kids, and she goes away to give them the privacy as a family that they need. So a lot of things came out during this session. I mean, they let them know how they felt as sisters to lose their brother, how they grieved for him all that time, and how it hurt them that he was gone. So then he had some private time with his mom. And this is what really touched me. That the deep-seated stuff that some people have inside of their life that's really plaguing them, that they never get out. And so he really opened up with his mom and told his mom about how he felt as a child when the mom, she did the best she can do, because she was a single mom. She had this man that she was dealing with that was abusive to them. because she was working all the time and he was abusive to them. And, he held a lot of them, the feelings in, physically abusive. And he showed the scar that he put on his forehead and all that stuff and told his mom, Mom, I still love you, but, we wanted you to be our mom. We would have rather you been in the home with us, whether just working all those hours, because we can't get that time back. So that part kind of touched me. I mean, it got really emotional. They were crying and all that stuff, but they hugged it up. And he just let his mom know that he still loved her, but he just had to get that off his chest because that has been on his mind for a while. Thus, I kind of can understand how he has the resentment and the feelings that he had towards his family. So this man got a lot of deep-seated issues going on, and I really think that he's not emotionally available to be in a relationship with anybody right now. I think he needs to work on himself, getting himself together before he can entertain being a father to a little girl and or like a boyfriend to a woman. He got so much deep-seated stuff that he needs to work on himself. And I understand why he allows her daughter to call him Papa Daddy, because he didn't have a father there for him, or a father there in his life that loved him, that did not abuse him. So I get it, but I think that I don't know if this relationship is going to last. I think that Harry got so much going on with himself emotionally wise, deep-seated, that he needs to get help for that before he can move forward with a relationship with Indy. Y'all. Kevin and Tiffany. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. So as y'all know, the last time Kevin talked to Tiffany, she told him that she really need him to pick her up from the halfway house. Like, she hemming and hawing and stuff. And he's like, wait, what? You getting out of the halfway house? We ain't seen each other. You released from jail. You don't want me to pick you up? Something fishy about that. So he's determined that he's going to go up there and pick her up to see what she hiding. So he has this little, get together with his mom. And his mom is giving him an advice and saying, if you feel it in your heart, you got to go with what you feel. I don't feel you should go up there because I just got a feeling that something ain't going to go right. But he's just following what he feels, and he goes up there. In the meanwhile, while he's going up there, the other dude that she talking to, he getting ready to go up there too. So she got two dudes going to pick her up from the halfway house. One she invited, one she did not invite. So Kevin gets there early. He pulls up. He gets out the car. He's sitting there. He looking. He see this strange car pull up. He looked back. Lord and behold, he recognizes the dude. He's like, what is he doing here? Like, I know him from around town. So here she come out, Tiffany. So she walks right past him, y'all. Wait, what? She walks right past him. He been holding her down while she been in jail. She walks past him like she don't even know him. That was just cold blood. And she goes right to the other dude, hug it up. He goes, and it's just like, it's crazy. Like, I couldn't believe she did him like that. Like, that was just, I mean, she played him. So anyways, the other guy, he helps her, move her stuff out. He calling her all kind of bitches and saying, I don't want you anyways, whatever. You can have her, da-da-da-da-da. Him and the dude gets into an argument. The dude get all in his face. He's saying, yo, man, get out of my face, get out of my face. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. The guy was like, yeah, do it. Wouldn't you know, he hauled back and knocked the hell out of homeboy. I was dead. I'm like, oh my God. We gonna see what happened on next episode with Kevin and Tiffany, but he knocked homeboy out. He like literally like fell down to the ground, knocked out. So anyways, guys, I don't know. So that's Kevin and Tiffany. So now we got Martel and Kyla. So Kyla is, first of all, before she goes to pick Martel up from the halfway house to spend a couple days with her, she has like lunch with Martel's mom. They commence on how, they held it down as a team for him, getting him the things that he need and all that stuff. So they, they chopped that up and hugged it out and all that stuff. So she was asking Martel's mom about how she felt about him being committed to her, if she felt that it would work. And I know the mom probably wanted to say something different, but she did. She was just like, well, he told me that he loved you, so I think you're going to be okay. But mom knows her son. She knows her son, and she knows that he probably just getting out of jail. He kind of want to like be out there, whatever, but she ain't really come off like that and say, she just said, oh, he loves you, and I'm sure you're going to be okay. So she was kind of looking at her sideways. So they hugged it up. So anyways, she going to the halfway house to pick him up. So she picks him up. She all excited about taking him to the house that she got prepared for them to stay at, that she calls their home. And I have to admit, it was a nice place. It's a nice place. It was clean. It was really nice. So she, all excited about showing him about the place and all that stuff. So he goes in. She said, well, this is the kitchen. He looks around. Well, when's the last time you cooked? She was like, oh, well, yesterday. He was like, well, you ain't cleaned the stove? She was like, wait, what? She had like a little bit of crumbs on the stove. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm tired, y'all, and I cook something or whatever, I warm something up, but it's like late at night and I'm tired, I'll get that thing the next day. Ain't no big deal. And then she showed him the laundry room. He nitpicking because she got clothes. It's the laundry room. You're going to have clothes there. They're going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So he going to have the nerve to say, oh, that's just me. That's how I am. I'm clean. I'm picky. It's going to be a problem. I'm going to point this thing out because when I was in prison, I took 2 showers a day. Nigga, you lived in a, why me to say that? You lived in a little box, okay? A little box. So it's easy to keep that clean, okay? What? So this girl done did all of this. She done moved out here. She got you a nice place to stay. And you're going to nitpick. And then you're going to leave like that. So I hope she's strong enough like how she coming off. Like she ain't got to take this. You know what I'm saying? And she came all the way to Atlanta when she was, you know, to be with you. And she ain't got no family support there. She came to be with you and support you. And this is how you treat her. Over some little crumbs on a stove and some little clothes that wasn't folded up. And you talking about the place. And the place, y'all seen it. Y'all, it's a nice place. And I felt bad for her. I really felt like he did disrespect her and try to shade her. I'm all on her side. So I hope she got the strength enough to walk away from that. She done held you down for 13 years. Boy, bye. Yo, Taylor and Chance. I am so not feeling Chance. This man think he is so freaking entitled. I mean, he's another one that kind of remind me of Martel. Like, you come out thinking you entitled. Like, you got rules that you can lay down when you ain't put nothing into this. Granted, the girl, it was her decision to stick around with you like that. But you ain't got all that kind of pull like that. It's to the point where her twin sister, like, don't even want to come out her room because her and Chance not getting along. So he picks a fight with her over some damn pizza. Like, it's after 8 o'clock at night. He wants to eat a supreme pizza that they order. She's trying to get it down. But maybe she don't want to eat no pizza. So you getting all that attitude because she ain't want to eat no pizza with you. You cussing the girl out in front of her kids, talking to her like she nothing. Like, girl, ain't no way I can take that. Ain't no way I can take that. I would have put his ass out, okay? Like, you talking to her like she nothing. All this stuff that she done for you, done waited around for you and provided you a house, food, all this stuff. You ain't working. You ain't contributing nothing. And then you're going to lay around blaming, oh, I was upset because my license was suspended and I took it out on her. Then the kicker, y'all. The kicker is when he so-called made up with her, she found out that he still got all these numbers of all these old girlfriends and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to talk about if she don't like it, she can get the F out. The last time I checked, that's her place. And then you're going to get mad because she still got pictures of her children's father around her house. Well, you know what? Deal with it because those are her children's father who unfortunately passed away. They have a right to have pictures of their father in their home. Okay, who are you? Y'all, these women got to get a grip. They got to get a grip, y'all. I mean, she deserves so much better. This dude right here, I don't think they're going to last. I mean, the way he comes off on her, so arrogant and condescending and like you the man, like you got all this power and control over her dwelling, over her life, over her money, over her... Bye! That's what I'm going to say about this episode 4. It really got under my skin in so many doggone ways, y'all. It got under my skin. I'm looking forward to episode 5. I'll be back this week when episode 5 hits the platform. And y'all know how we do it. First of all, subscribe to my channel, guys. Share this video, and I'll see y'all at the next video. Bye!